Okay, so here's my idea. I'm going to get a clamp, get some glue, glue this on, clamp this on, and then I'm going to try to use my new pocket screw jig to put some pocket screws in here. And I've never used a pocket screw jig. I've always just kind of done it by hand, just like, with the drill, which I suppose I could do it that way, but let's try out the pocket drill and see how it works. Okay, so I have it clamped on there with the big clamp, the big Mama Jama clamp, and now we'll try to put some pocket screws in there. All right, so I have this pocket hole jig. I haven't opened it, obviously, but before I open this, let me get a Coke so I can get a nice cold Coca-Cola. And if we do good today, get a lot accomplished, maybe we could swing by Dairy Queen, get ourselves a Blizzard. That sounds like a fine idea, Lieutenant Dan. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how to do this, but I think I'm just going to put this here, kind of in the center, and clamp it. This guy. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. Did we just do this? Is it this easy? Wow, that's pretty cool. I like it. Then maybe we'll put one here, right? This is pretty neat. I like it. Super easy. I think I like this clamp better than whatever that other crazy clamp was. Okay. Man, that makes a really nice, for a really nice pocket. Man, where have you been all my life? I wonder how sturdy it is. Oh, wow. That's very sturdy. Dang, I like that. That's cool. That feels so strong on there. Okay, let's do the other ones. This is fun. Wow, this is going a lot faster now. Neat. Now, Rosie, come out tonight. Rosie, come out tonight. Windows are for cheaters, the chimney's for the fools. Closets are for hangers, winners use the door. That's what I came for, Rosie. Okay, so the next thing is just put the two verticals on these two, and we basically have the skeleton almost done. All right, so we have the front here, back, two sides. So I'm just going to put this 15 1/4 right here in between these two, and that'll be the sides, and then we'll worry about the front and the back next. All right, we'll just continue on like that until we get both sides on. All right, so let's put a 45 on these two pieces. All right, so that's the back, and we're just gonna sheathe this all the way up here and around, and then we'll put roof pieces here. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, and then this I'm gonna build as a triangle, and then we're gonna sheathe it with the 5/8 fence boards. So we'll cover it all here because we're gonna come up with, all right, this looks pretty good. Just put a little glue on here for the heck of it. Okay, so let's recap a little bit. So the back can be flush because I'm just going to sheathe this with the cedar fence boards. The front has to kind of go like this because I'm going to have a piece going here and here, and then a piece going across here, and then the cross is going to be up here. So I might even make this piece a little smaller, maybe just coming up slightly smaller than the rest of them. And then it seems like we should, once we put this on there, maybe I should put a piece across there too as well. So let's get busy doing that. All right, so I sanded those smooth. Those are pretty even. And that should fit on there. And then let's cut a little triangle to fit in there. Let's see how that fits. Pretty good. All right. We're making some progress. All right, what do we do now? Moving on to the next phase. Okay, this is the bottom. This is the back. I'm starting with the back. And what I did is I cut a little bit of a line here, not even a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/16 all the way around, because I want, this is going to sit on the bricks here. And I don't want this flush against the bottom. The bricks are here. I want a little bit of a gap here. So the pressure treated is up against the brick when it gets wet. There's a little teeny gap in here for this to dry out. We're just going to continue along, putting more pieces there. And if you can see, I did a little 45 right here. I'm going to do that on all the sides. I think rather than screw it, I put some brads and I'm going to fill these just a little bit so you really can't see them. I'm not going to sand it much, but rather than just do like a butt joint or 90 joint, I think that's in the plan. It shows them just kind of getting butted together. Kind of look at that. You can sort of see the sides are just butted together, and then you can see like nails or something. I think that looks kind of ugly. I think we can do better than that by making 45s out of all these. So what I've done is I set up my saw with 45-degree angle, and normally I wouldn't use the fence and the square in the same setup. However, because this is at a 45-degree angle, so the blades kick that way, I'm not really worried about kickback. I don't have two parallel things, like the blade is parallel and the fence is parallel. I don't have that. If you had those two parallel, then you could get at risk of some kickback. But because this blade is kicked over at 45 degrees, when you run it through, it's not going to grab onto the wood or kick back or anything like that. So I can use the square and the fence in the same setup, where normally I wouldn't do that. So let me cut one of these and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This was the distance I want here is 19.5, and how I figured that out was I did this over here. Let me show you. Okay, my short distance of the frame, just frame rail to frame rail, is 18.25. But I want, so that's the small side. So that's going to cover where the pieces of wood sit, like this, right? Like that. So, but I need to know this dimension here, and it's 19.5, because the wood is 5/8 thick, which is 625. And if you do a 45-degree angle, this distance here is the same as this distance here, because it's equal, you know, it's equal here to here and here to here are equal size. So all you have to do is take 18.25 and add 2 of 5/8. So what is 2 5/8 is 1.25 plus 18.25. You have 19.5. So that's how I came up with that. So kind of an easy way of doing that. Okay, so I did away with the fence here, and I just put a line in its place. It was getting too funky. Normally you shouldn't do that, and kind of see why now. Doesn't really work very good. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try something else.